I've got the Agora Models Shelby Cobra, as you can see on over there, and I've got the build guide right here, and we're going to start it today, or at least I'm going to start it today. You can watch it, and I'll try to give you some tips along the way, and you'll see what I get into and what helps me and what doesn't help me. You get this lovely cloth to clean the model, so let's get that out first. That's good for my glasses as well. Well, let's put it aside. Let's get it out. Nicely, the logo on it. I think I'm going to keep that and put it somewhere. I don't know how, but I'll use it in some way. Okay. Oh, careful. There's static electricity keeps a lot of little things in there, see? So I'm not too sure if it's too hard. Let me just get out of that. That's the O2. Tiny screws. And out of safety, I'm gonna put this one in. So these are silver, by the way. The other ones were black. The OP1 are silver, and the OP2s are tiny as well. Keep that there, so I know which one is which. So we keep that on this side, and we are going to start this little build, which starts, and I'm going to get it clean to make sure there's no metal there, because I've used it before. And I'm going to get something for it. Just a sec. Okay, here we go. Took a little cloth. It's a microfiber cloth. I have some better ones, but I can't find them at the moment, but I'll make sure I have them handy for the next one. So, and we're gonna put in some tiny stuff, so let me get my good Tamiya tweezer, because they're tiny, and they are supposed to be put in, you can see right there, right here and there. So let's try that. Need to get the sticker off on the back. Now let's see. Twist it around on the outer. Oh, good. There we go. That's in. So that must be in the same spots, but then on the opposite side, of course, push it down a bit. The angle tweezer is superb for that. Step 2 is putting the whatever you want to call it, a hubcap or whatever on, and we're going to screw that down. There you go. It's, yep, it sticks like that, which screws our O2s. See it thing? Oh, it is magnetic properly. Not too tight, of course, because we don't want to round the screws. We fire it in. It feels good. This could have used a little bit of oil, because it's... There we go. Now that looks nice, doesn't it? Look, scratch marks there. Oh, none there. Let's see if that cloth does something about it. Oh shoot. That cloth just put another mark on it. Oh damn. Oh, there are tiny scratch marks there. So, oh. Well, I had that with the Peugeot as well, so I can moan about it. If you just look at it like that, you don't see it. You have to hold it against the light to see the scratches. But this is not good for. I just put a real scratch on the hood, so not too happy with it. What can we do? Let's go on. We still need that because we're gonna put the closing heads on it, or what do you want to call it? The closing clamps. How are they called? Hood handles. Okay. These hood handles have a left and right on it. Okay, if they're orientated up. So that's the left side. Okay, orientate them up. Put that on. No. Put the golden thing on. Put the spring on. Okay, there we go. Okay, sorry guys, I lost one of these hood handles and I was sitting on it with my fat ass. Excuse my French. So let's put the second one in. The orientation I did is put that up, put that gold blade in, then the spring, which is now okay, then one of these tiny little things, get the screw loaded, fired, whatever you want to name it, then pull the spring down as much as you can. There we go. That's okay. And that one needs a little bit of glue because that's going and going. And that, I think, is stage 1. There you go, the emblem is still there. And we need to save those parts for later. Stage number 2 of the Cobra build by Agora Models. Packaging is completely in plastic, but later on it will be sacks. And beware, all the static electricity keeps some stuff in these plastic things, hard plastic covers. So, be good. 3 pairs of screws. I've got OD 01, OD 02, and OP 03. And that's plastic. That's plastic. That's metal. Plastic, and there's a magnet in there. I saw that already on Wayne's World. I always check his website out. He does a proper job in it, and he's a very good guy. I really like his. I'm not as talkative as he is, and as funny as he is, but I love to watch his videos on YouTube. Okay, hubcap or whatever. Let's get started. So let's open the plastic bags. These are for what we've had before. These are massive screws. Because the OPO ones and the OPO2s were pretty small. But the OPO3s are pretty large. They're more or less like giants for the previous screws. Okay, let's start again. I've got some hot water there. The tire's in there already. I don't know if it's hot enough, but we'll leave it in there long enough. I got some hot water in me too. Tea is so nice. Now let me see what we have to do. Okay, let's see which part we need. Now we need this part. That's the part with the, oh, well, the most look the same, with 8 holes. We're gonna put this one in here, and we're gonna scooch it over so it's in the right spot. And we need OPO3, the big ones. Is the screwdriver big enough? Yes. Oh, but I don't like that. It's too thin to hold, and that is not working. Luckily, I've got quite a few, and this one I like. That properly does the work. In my earlier videos, I sped the screwing time up, put a little music under it, and then YouTube found that the music I used for my movie was used by somebody else, and I had to pay for it, which was ridiculous. But I looked up on the internet. I wasn't the only one who had problems with somebody claiming that this was his music. Then we're going to put the outer ones in, and they need OPO3s as well. So we need a long, thin screwdriver for this. We can drop the screws in. Let's see if I can get this to work. And there we go, that's one. Come on, someone. Come on. Oi, oi, oi. All 3 of them in. The first one is already screwed down. Fired in. I don't know if oh, it does fit. There we go. That's better. Okay. Doesn't that look nice? Let's put these on the side so we can go. Stage 2, step 4. So step 3, we're gonna scratch for. We're gonna leave for a minute. It is the tire is not malleable enough. So we are going to put the tiny little hood thing, hubcap. There you go. See, and on the back you can see, oh yeah, you can see that there is a magnet in there, which makes it easier to put the little thing on later. Later, alligator. So here we go. We need that upside down, and then we are going to, yep, we are going to put it down like that. Orientation will be with the arm out and the other one in the middle of it. Then we're going to put the brake caliper in there, and it has one lug, so and the other one has, you have to put a screw in, of course. It's the OD01. Letters are slightly too small for me when I'm having my glasses on. Is it OD? I did use OD, but it went into plastic, and I think it's still moving. Well, we're going to leave it like that. I'm not too happy with that, but that's all right. There we go on. That's screwed in. And we're going to put that into the wheel. Well, we're going to wait a little bit and see if the tire is softer. Let's try it this way. Let's see if it works. Ay. There we go. Had to be a boiling hot water, not too long though, because it was quite easy to put it in. I hardly had it in for 30 seconds or something like that, and it works properly. But the water I had from the faucet does not work, so boil the water. It works much better. Stage 2, step 5, complete the wheel. We are going to complete the wheel. And now let's see how they do this. Okay. There are some lugs in there. So there we go. I think they're in properly. Make sure you align the lugs that are, let me just show you. Need to align these lugs with what's in the wheel hub. So this will align it properly. It's in there. It's that easy, and it twists around like okay. OD02. Most definitely, yes, it's OD02. So okay, we're going to put this in. I don't know how tight that should be. Well, let's loosen it a bit. Let's just loosen it a bit. There we go. That should be okay. Then, that what they call the knock-on assembly? Just put it in there, and it stays in there because it's magnetic. There we go. It's really nice. I did not see, but there's a valve there, which would be nice if it had a different color. So where is my gold? There we go. You're going to change that to gold. I cannot do it from this side, so it has to be gold from this side only. There we go. You don't see it very good, but I've colored the valve a bit. So that's stage 2 complete the front wheel. Here we go, stage 3. We're going on. This one is not glued in properly, which makes it nicer to take out the emblem, the Cobra emblem. So I'm going to use that one instead of the one I have right here. And I'll put it up somewhere somehow. Okay, here we go. We have a steering wheel emblem, a seat, a driver's seat, a roll bar, exhaust cylinder, and exhaust tip. I've heard good things about the seat, so let's see if we can get it out properly. That's the emblem. That's the roll bar, of course. That's the steering wheel, which is metal. Exhausts and exhaust tip. Let's see. There you go. It was not really. It looks nice though. It's soft. It's got a plastic back so we can put some screws in there. But it looks nice. We're not going to use it this time, but we're going to put it away and use it later. So what are we going to do? Oh, we're starting with putting the emblem on the steering wheel, which looks really nice. It looks like that it has a wooden rim only and a metal inside. Okay, the Cobra emblem. Let's put it in. I'll put it on, but let's. The last emblem you'll ever wear. The only proper one, though. There you go. Looks really nice. That's that. That's step 1 done. Let's see step 2, which is putting the exhaust together. And it's the left side, but yeah, okay. There's only one way. There's a lug there, or you can only put it in one way, so shouldn't be a problem. So orientate it properly and push it in. There we go. The exhaust. Proper, huh? Put that away as well. We're not going to do anything with that at the moment. That's step 2. Steering wheel and exhaust parts. That's the only thing we've done. And we're going to Ibiza. No. We're going to start stage 4. And this is the first stage where everything's in plastic sacks. And we'll see how we're. Let's open this up. No, right then. Get yourself a medicine box. It is just easy to put the screws away, so you'll have quite a lot. I don't know if you can see that box over there, but that's filled with a lot of different screws from the different builds I do, especially that's Dutch, sorry about that. Especially the one from the DeLorean build. It is such a lot of little screws in there it's unbelievable. If you know this build, I've got a massive amount of AP screws. I'm just opening these bags. I'll be with you in a moment. I've got a massive amount of AP screws, and some of the other screws I have a lot of. Well, you know, I could sell them back to to Agora. No, sorry, to Eagle Moss. I'm working with Agora today, so I forget all these other names because these are the proper ones at the moment. Okay, we've got. Oh. Lucky me. I almost threw the mesh away. That was almost in the bin. Why did I not see that on the parts? Oh, there it is. And I've seen a lot of people. Oh, I should not say a lot. I've seen Wayne do this, and it ain't easy. So bear with me. I'm bending it a bit slightly already, and let's see, which one do we start with? This one. They want you to twist that around. Oh man, you need all your fingers here. Don't mind me. That worked. Now we're gonna put what kind of screws in? 204s. Better push that down. Okay. Oh, that doesn't look too nice. Let's make that a red knob. Don't know if, yeah, it's out already. Yep, just the top of it, not the whole thing. Well, that's the air filter. Best way to do it, my tip, is to put the lower part in apart, then put the top part of it in there as well. Make sure that it's in the slots that it's supposed to be, then push it all the way around and push it down, and make sure that where you've been it stays down as well. And when you're all the way around, you come where they come together, and there's just a tiny little hole or a slot between them, and that's all. And what I've done extra is I put some color in there just for the fun of it. Okay, let's go to stage 4, step 2. There we go. We're going with the golden parts. Here we go. There's an orientation there. The lug is in a different way, so keep it together. Put it down with an 03 screw. One of these big ones. So I'm going to use the different screwdriver and fire it in. Yeah, Dave, I'm using your words because I like them. And then we are going to put the last bit of that golden box in there. What is it called anyway? Carburetor top. It's the carburetor. And it's the wrong way around as well. There's an orientation. As you can see, there's a little, what you want to call it, a nipple. And there's a hole on this side, so you can put them together properly. And we are going to put into 05s. I've not used them yet, so these are the only 05s you're going to use. And those are, of course, ODs. Are they? Or is it OP? No, it's an OP. You put it in, fire it down. Don't go too far, as I did earlier with one of the hood notches, handles. There you go. That's the golden box, the carburetor under the filter. Let's see what we are going to do with that. We're going to put this in this little box, and as well there's a nipple here as well, and we're going to put it in. Doesn't go in too easily, and we're going to fire it down with a 3 screw from this build. And there's a lot of fingers on the filter, so we're going to clean that up in a bit. And that is in there. Almost done. Top of the engine. Make sure you orientate it properly. As you can see, that's the best. Oh, sorry. As you can see, that's the best way to do it. Lug for the screw, the golden lug, and in the middle the screw head that was put it together. Push it down slightly, and then put in a 03 screw. So that's the top hole in this case. Okay, there we go. Engine part done. The exhaust extending some more. Here, so look at the orientation. There is a indentation there, and on this side the opposite of that. So put it in. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but there are some numbers in there. There are some numbers there, and these correspond with these ones. Yep, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. You did not see that. 1. So 1 is the lower one. Is that right? No. Well, that's that one. And this is 1 as well. Yep. And this is, oh god, number number 2, which is that one, and this is number 3. And that's number 4. But now I need to see the orientation of that thing. So it's like that, and it's coming up. There we go. Sorry. It's pushed in, all pushed in properly. Now, it should look like that. We can always move it around. Okay, is there numbers on this side as well so I can see properly? Yeah, that's number 1. Push it down and make sure the whatever with the screw heads are on that side. Well, that's stage number 4. We're on stage 5. Oh, we're putting an exhaust pipe in again. We saw that, how that worked. Just look at the orientation. There's the lug, and push it in properly. There we go. Use the cloth later on to put it all together. Orientation, let's see. Oh, there we go, got the wrong one. And what are we going to put in there? Wow, one of those massive 03 ones. Is there an orientation for this, or is it's just pushing in? There we go. Looks nice, doesn't it? Right about there. It's really nice. Okay, we're going on. That was step 2. And step 2 goes on. And step 2 goes on. It's holding it, he's holding it like that, so the orientation is like that as well. And that's an OP3 well. We've got quite a few of those OP3s. There we go. In properly. Then we are going to look at that, and it needs to, oh sorry, the other way around. And we're going to use 03s. Oh wow, those are actually quite big screws for a tiny part like that. This way, but okay. At least they are using different colors of screws. Sometimes with the Agora model, no, sorry, with the Back to the Future build I'm doing, I wanted silver colors ones, but they're only got black ones. There you go. Oh, that was that. That was stage number 5. No more to be done. Let's go to the next one, which is as well the last one. Nothing to do after this. No screws needed here. It's just the exhausts. I thought of keeping these, but I'm going to chuck them away. I can leave it here for you. You can see which one I'm doing at the moment. Okay, Nothing in there left. Nope. Right, where we go. And we're gonna hammer this one down. Why is that? Did I? Oh God, I put it the wrong way around. Oh, you stupid woman. But it still works. And is that? No, it's in properly. I thought I wanted to put a little bit of different numbers. Okay, what was the orientation like again? Top tip with these pipes, because I was getting really frustrated with them. Don't look at the numbers on this thing. Look at the numbers on the installation guide on the internet, because that gives you a much better understanding of which pipe is which and how the orientation is. It got me really frustrated. Don't look at the orientation on the part. Look at the orientation as it shows it on the installation guide or the assembly guide, because that gives you a better understanding of which number is where. And I can understand, because they're tiny numbers and it's hard to print them in there. But I've got it all together, and in front of you you see all the parts that we have done, and this is all to do. There's no more on this build, so I'm gonna say thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and let me know what you think. Give some comments in the reactions, please, and let me know what you think of it. And top tips for this one are the exhaust pipes. Look at the assembly guide where the numbers are. For the rest of it, it looked pretty good and not very hard. Orientation on the door, on the handles, should be that when you assemble it, they should point up, and when they're closed, they should point to each other. But as you can see, they move in and out, so don't worry about that. It looks really nice all together. Took a bit, got me irritated a little bit, but that's alright, part of the build. Thanks for watching. That's the end of the show. See you next time.